Under the glittering lights of China's entertainment world, Esther Yu once shone like a fairy tale princess, a girl whose laughter could fill a room and whose image seemed too perfect to be real. But behind that sweetness, a storm was quietly building. Her rise wasn't just fast, it was almost unnatural. And when fame arrives this suddenly, the world starts asking one dangerous question. Did she really earn it, or was it all built on privilege and manipulation? Esther's dream began early. By 21, she had already carved a space for herself in dramas, starting with Bordertown Prodigal in 2016. Her charm caught attention, but her true breakout came in 2020 with Find Yourself, where she played the bubbly and lovable Kai Minmin. Viewers adored her energy, that soft baby voice, the animated expressions, the fairy-like presence. But that same charm would soon become her biggest curse. Riding her newfound fame, Esther did something unexpected. She jumped into the cutthroat idol world through Youth With You Season 2, a move that instantly divided the internet. With over 7 million Weibo followers before even stepping on stage, Esther wasn't the underdog fans usually root for. She was already famous. Many viewers began to feel the show's energy shift from fair competition to something much more orchestrated. Every episode turns into praise Esther time, one netizen complained, while others mocked her exaggerated cuteness. I cringed every time she opened her mouth, one comment read, summing up a sentiment that spread fast online. But love her or hate her, everyone was watching her, and that's exactly what the producers wanted. The controversy deepened when Esther revealed that she joined the show mainly because she admired Lisa from Blackpink, one of the mentors. For some fans, it sounded harmless, but for others, it was an insult to every trainee who had spent years training for a single chance at fame. Rumors flew that she even switched seats with another contestant just to sit beside Lisa. She doesn't fit the idol mold, critics wrote. She steals the spotlight, and fans of the group would only care about her. In a world where image matters more than fairness, Esther became the perfect lightning rod, adored by millions, despised by just as many. Despite the mounting criticism, she made it to the final lineup and debuted with the 9 in 2020. But the group's life was short, just 1 year. And as 9 faded, Esther's name refused to die down. Instead, the gossip got louder. Around the same time, online sleuths began digging into her past, unearthing claims that painted a much darker side of the actress. Posts accused her of being a Sasang fan, someone who stalks celebrities. Allegations claimed she leaked hotel information for actor Lee Min-ho, tried sneaking into another star's commercial shoot, and even caused a public scene at an airport when she couldn't board a flight with him. None of these claims were ever proven, but in the court of public opinion, that didn't matter. The internet had already chosen sides. Then came another wave of old footage, clips from her 2016 variety show Grade 1 Graduation. In one viral moment, Esther was seen wearing her roommate Leo Lee's clothes without asking permission. That alone might have been brushed off, but when another castmate, Jiang Hao, accused her of bullying, the story exploded. Jiang said Esther mocked her, called her a spider demon, and convinced others to isolate her. The result? Years of trauma and depression for Jiang, and another scar on Esther's already bruised reputation. It didn't stop there. Actor Zhang Shuwei, once linked to Esther through flirtatious moments on a reality show, later revealed his career had been derailed by false dating rumors that stemmed from their on-screen interactions. He insisted he saw her only as a sister, but the gossip turned him into a supposed cheater overnight, a label that haunted him for nearly a decade. Fans began to wonder, why did so many of Esther's colleagues end up caught in chaos after crossing paths with her? Coincidence or pattern? As her fame grew, accusations of behind-the-scenes manipulation surfaced. Industry insiders whispered that fan-run accounts secretly linked to Esther's team were boosting her image while attacking co-stars like Dylan Wang, Xiao, Lucy, and Su Kai. The tension between her and Dylan Wang became especially public after their hit drama Love Between Fairy and Devil. Their chemistry on screen was undeniable, but off-screen, rumors of rivalry and fan wars grew vicious. Dylan eventually filed lawsuits against several of her fans for harassment, a move that only fueled speculation that something was seriously wrong behind the curtain. By now, the conversation had shifted. It wasn't just about whether Esther was talented or not, it was about privilege. Rumors swirled that Esther's billionaire father had been quietly funding her career all along. Viewers pointed to Love Between Fairy and Devil again, a show with breathtaking production design, intricate costumes, and handcrafted props made by traditional artisans. Beautiful, fans said. But others added, of course it's beautiful. Her dad paid for it. And when details emerged that he had financially backed parts of the drama's production, critics felt vindicated. People began drawing comparisons, most notably to Anna Yao, daughter of Huawei's CEO, who also used her connections to land acting roles. To many, Esther's story story was simply another chapter in the growing Nepo baby debate, how wealth and influence distort what's supposed to be a merit-based industry. She didn't struggle, one netizen wrote. She was born with a head start. That's not talent, that's access. And then the scandal reached its breaking point. A viral finance blogger accused Esther's father and his company, UPGA, of corruption, tax evasion, and even illegal loan schemes charging 51% interest rates. Soon after, a resurfaced clip from 2019 showed Esther and her father casually shopping in Macau, paying in cash, despite his official ban from luxury spending due to unpaid debts. Why is a blacklisted man buying designer goods with cash? One user asked. Her team tried to control the damage, distancing her from her father's empire and threatening lawsuits, but only against small-time users, not the major influencers who spread the allegations. To fans, that silence spoke volumes. If the claims were false, why not go after the big names? Why not clear things once and for all? The backlash hit hard. Esther lost nearly 700,000 followers in weeks. Brands like Chando canceled live events, yogurt companies erased her ads, and her comment sections turned into battlegrounds. Supporters insisted she shouldn't be punished for her father's actions, but critics countered, no one's blaming her for his crimes. Just don't act like that money didn't open doors. What began as a conversation about one idol's behavior had evolved into something much larger, a reflection of privilege, corruption, and the blurred ethics of modern stardom. Because Esther Yu's story isn't just about fame or scandal, it's about what happens when money, power, and image collide in an industry that thrives on illusions. Today, Esther remains one of the most polarizing figures in Chinese entertainment. To her loyal fans, she's still the bubbly, hard-working star who overcame hate and built a legacy on charm. To her critics, she's a symbol of everything broken in the industry, a reminder that talent often loses to connections. As the dust settles, one question lingers. Can Esther ever escape the shadow of her father's fortune and the controversies that shaped her name? Or will her story remain a cautionary tale of how privilege, once exposed, becomes the hardest stain to wash away?